Am I really that much to handle? Breaking these niggas down like a camel. You don't really know you are.
What's up, guys? It's your girl Brittany. I'm back with another video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, all that. Y'all, let's just get straight into it. Okay, so this episode starts where the last one left off, and that's like 20 minutes after the Slim thing. And after the Slim thing, you know, Dolly's back. She's back from the hospital, and you can tell that she's kind of mad, irritated, because, you know, y'all, tell me why I saw this tweet. They said that Dolly's like the the dude from SpongeBob that was falling down the stairs during the chocolate episode. That was her. Dolly just needs to go home because, and girl, you just need to make a deal with Natalie about being on another season when you're fully healthy, because every day it's like your fingers, your hand, your nose, and everything. Like, girl, at this point, Baddies is not that deep where you need to be doing all this. Like, baby, just go home. We gonna support you next season. Like, for real. Fresh start. Girls are sitting around because they're having this house meeting before they go out in St. Louis. You know, every time they have a house meeting, it's some BS. So, yeah, first, Summer's looks do not give. Like, the only time I can actually sit here and say that I like the way Summer looked is that time when she fought Slim and she had on like the silver little sweet sequin thing and the shorts. It was like, that was cute for her. Everything else, it's not giving. But Natalie asked the girls, like, hey, you know, what happened? I wasn't here, you know, so let me in. Like, fill me in on the tea. And Nunu sit here and she tells Natalie that she fought Smalley. Y'all know why. When she said she fought Smalley, for a second I was thinking, like, who the hell is that? But when she was referring to Biggie, because Otto was just like, Biggie? No, she fought Biggie. And Noodle's like, Smalley. The Smalley. Yeah, Noodle tells Natalie that she fought Smalley and that, you know, basically, it's still gonna be up when she see Biggie. But yeah, Anna says, okay, cool, like, y'all can do that, but the next time, Summer's going to mind her business, because Summer's always in people's business. Which is true. You got into Rolly's business. You got into their business with the Nunu and Biggie thing. Like, girl, how about you just worry about what you need to worry about, who you need to worry about, why you need to worry about it, and the why should always be because it serves you. Not because you want to get into it because you just want to get into things. Like, Summer, yeah, she just needs to focus on minding her own bees. But Summer's just like, who gonna shut me up? Like, her and Anna, they didn't go back and forth, but Anna sit here saying Summer should mind her business. Summer saying, who gonna shut me up about it? And then that was basically it. And then they also talk about the Dolly and Pretty P thing. But Pretty P is trying to explain that the only reason that this happened is because Emma texted her and she told Emma that the girls call her ugly. And Natalie, and I think it was Jayla next to her, they're just like, what? Emma, like, oh my gosh, like, that's weird. Like, Emma's not even here. Like, whatever happens at this house stays at this house. What? Like, and here's the thing about this whole Emma thing. Like Pretty P said, yo, somebody asked me a question and I answered it. And not only did I answer that question, it was the same answer that she already knows. That y'all have already told her. So not like I'm going back and, not like Pretty P's going back and texting Emma like, oop, Tommy came in. Like, oop, she did this. Like, oop, Slim just got kicked out and she just got bullied. Like, girl, like, they're acting like she's doing shit like that. Talk about whatever happens in this house stays in this house. When y'all get on Twitter and live every time and tell us what the fuck was going on before the show even aired. Like, what's really going on? So Dolly comes down and she's hearing her mouth. I mean, she's hearing her name and she just like, I live in this girl head rent free and I do that. And it's just like, girl, she was asked about it. Pretty P was sitting here around this campfire minding her business and Natalie asked her what was going on and she told her. And Dolly even attempts to run up on P again. Mind you, she got a cast on her arm. Your nose broken. It's just like, girl, how messed up are you trying to be to prove that you are down or that you're a bad? Or girl, how messed up are you trying to be? Like, baddie stuff aside, like, it's enough. Like, when is enough for you, girl? Like, just relax. And P's just like, girl, I already fought you 5 times. I don't have no other reason to fight you. Like, sit down. And it's just like, I'm so glad that Summer got in between them. And it was just like, look, girl, chill out. Cause like, at this minute, you about to be somewhere else. Natalie's messy ass decides to ask the question, well, who won? And Tink was just like, I didn't see the first round, but that second round, she did what she needed to do. Saying that P, did her thing on Dolly, and Dolly was just like, yeah, she did. She got more hits. And I was just like, yeah, because, that was the truth. Then Dolly and P are still going back and forth. And Natalie's just like, you only have one hand. Like, you need to chill. And I really do feel like, Natalie, you do not care about this girl's hand. Like, this girl could be fighting with her feet and you will still be entertained. Because tell me what, afterwards, she asked her, like, oh, do y'all think that y'all can squash this and woo? And Dolly just like, no, I'm not letting it go. And Natalie talking about period. I like that. And it's just like, why are you encouraging this beef? This girl has a broken nose, one hand. You need to be sending her ass home. But instead, you want her to get beat more, or you want her to fight through her hurt for some views for your show. Like, are y'all serious? And I'm guessing Pretty P tried to clock Dolly, see what she did, and she just like, look, you steady, you hurt, and you trying to run up on me, but you got 2 other fades to run. You got a fade with Taseki, and you also got a fade with Tink. And Dolly just like, me and Taseki, like, we got that. Like, when I get healed, we gonna be on that. And it's just like, why is it when you get healed? Like, you're steady trying to fight me while you're broken, but yeah, you still got 2 other phases that you need to run. Like, go bother them. Like, why are you bothering me? And Taseki's just like, that's y'all's beef, leave me out of it, and woo. And it's just like, okay, not Taseki get in the line in this scene. Like, I see you, girl. Step up from last episode. Y'all, then Natalie brings up the Slim thing, and she's like, Rolly, oh my gosh, like, when you pull Slim off that, when you push Slim, I thought she was about to fall off that balcony, girl. Like, basically co-signing it, like, on some haha, like, you beat her ass. And then here comes Jayla, when she really should have just sat down and ate her food. She sat down next to Natalie and was just like, Rolly tried to give her an opportunity and she couldn't rise up to the fucking occasion. So yeah, next, like, mind y'all, 20 minutes ago, y'all were just helping the girl get her bags, telling her, you're a baddie, we'll see you at the reunion, Rolly has changed, and this, and that. And it's just like, the fakeness within the circle, the fakeness within Natalie, Jayla, like, it literally killed me. And no lie, I kind of lost a little bit of respect for Jayla because of that. Because it's like, girl, I get it. Or honestly, I don't get it. Like, Jayla, I get it that you just try to look for a moment and something after everything. Like, you want to say your little one-liner or your little speech and everything. But it was not needed. It was not. Especially y'all co-signing Rolly. If y'all co-signing Rolly getting on Slim and Slim really... And then, like I said, 20 minutes ago, y'all was just telling Slim that she was a baddie. So it was just like... Don't lie, I kind of lost a little bit of respect for Jayla, and I've been lost respect for Natalie, so that, but it's like, Jayla, really? That's when the topic of Ivory comes up, and everybody just like, oh yeah, where's Ivory? And Stewie was just like, hey, y'all know that's my little girlfriend, y'all know I got a crush on her. Like, not Stewie want to be bumping cooches with Ivory. Like, okay, I see that. But apparently Ivory, she went to court. She'll be back tomorrow and woo. So it's like, yay, Stewie gets to see her Brian. So yay, good for them. Then Natalie announces that they're going on vacation. And because they're going on vacation to Hawaii, that everybody can't come. So there's going to be an elimination or some sorts, like she always says. And so then Natalie's just, so, Jayla, this part made me laugh. Jayla's just like, so, what does one have to do to go on a baddie's vacation? Like, what does that look like? And me is because of the fact that after she says that, Anna says, like, oh, you can't be pissing on the plane, taking shots at Summer. Summer then says, y'all know, she's bending over, she's like, y'all eat my dust, kiss my dust, which prompts Jayla to say, girl, shut up, you dirty, you pussy, you blah, 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 blah. And Natalie's just like, that's not very good OG behavior, Jayla. And Jayla looks like, that whole part was just funny to me because I'm guessing Jayla just thought she was about to get a cosign and a whoop whoop like girl from Natalie, like you go girl, yeah, like tell that bitch off, but nah, Jayla, that kind of backfired. Your friend didn't like you trying to come for Summer at that specific moment, Bill. Like, yeah, that's what you get for trying to be a follower. Like, no lie. But then Natalie's just like, Scotty, how about you tell them, like, what it takes to go on a Baddies vacation? And Scotty says, you know, it's girls that want to have fun and keep their mouth closed. And that was like, okay. And Summer says, but you know, they keep their thing open. And Scotty's just like, ew, no, we're not doing that. And Tink said, like, yeah, Summer, like, nobody busting it wide on vacation. But, y'all, we all know that's a lie. So we can just end that there. Because apparently, y'all be whoop-whoop, selling each other and doing all that on Baddies vacation. So no wonder why Scotty just had to make it broad and say people that keep their mouth closed. But yeah, Summer just so happened to say it out loud that, yeah, we got to keep our things open too, because that might go down on the trip too. But Scotty's just like, ew, no, Summer, it will be none of that. She's just like, yeah, you're not going. And then Natalie's just like, everybody raise your hand if you like Summer. And the thing that did throw me off is that Jayla's sitting here like, and it's like, girl, I'm gonna sit here talking about, oh, I don't like her, but I love her. And apparently Jayla's saying the same thing. I'm guessing it's just one of those ambivalent relationships where, but it's just like, honestly, y'all, I don't get it. Cause it's just like Jayla claim, like you would think Jayla just literally doesn't like the girl, but you sit here, raise your head, talk about you like the girl. So it's like, do y'all like the girl or do y'all not like the girl? Do y'all think she a dirty, pissy girl and that she do too much and that she start drama, or do y'all actually think the girl cool? Like, to me, with Summer, there's like literally no in between. Like, either you rock with somebody like her or you don't. So it's just like, and if y'all claim y'all do, why y'all keep trying to throw shots at her saying she's dirty and pissy and all that? Because she's not gonna stop doing that. So I'm confused, Jayla and Anna, like, no lie, pick a side. So then Natalie asks Summer and Jazz, do they think they will be able to put their differences aside and get along while they're on a trip? And Jazz said that she doesn't care for Summer. Like, she doesn't care for her. Remember, Summer bothers Jazz. Jazz don't bother Summer. So Jazz saying that she don't care for her. Summer saying her talking about she don't like her. But Natalie talking about, well, I can't have this. Like, if you guys don't get along, then one of you guys can't go. But 20 seconds ago, you just told you're standing this whole Pretty P and Dolly beef. And Dolly sit here and told you to your face that she's not letting this go. So you'll let Dolly and Pretty P go, but not Summer and Jazz. Like, it's, I don't know. That was kind of weird to me. Because it's like, what? You gonna pick and choose what beef you want on the trip? If you wanted a peaceful vacation, you'll just send all 4 of these hoes home. But you know, like, I don't get it. Then Natalie's just like, we have a special guest about to pull up, and the special guest is Tommy. And scary music starts to play. Oh, like, no. But y'all, I was crying when Rolly had called Tommy Crackosaurus. Like, I'm sorry. That tickled me. You know, Biggie's excited to see her friend, but everybody knows that it's about to be some BS when Tommy comes in. Apparently, Tommy has beef with Akbar, Rolly, Tink talk about she have an issue with her for some reason. So Taseki suggests, like, you know, when Tommy comes in, can we all just have our little issue, then we all just still go out? Because, you know, I still kind of want to go out. And it's just like, we just know that that's not going to happen. As they're waiting for Tommy, a few things go on. First, Tink says says she has an issue with Tommy because apparently Tommy tried to play with her at the reunion, but Tommy really didn't do anything. She was just consoling Meatball. So yeah, but she ends up saying something like, oh, and that's what, you know, Akbar was trying to do. And Akbar's just like, what? Like, girl, I'm not even worried about you. So then Tink and Akbar start going back and forth for a little while. But it's just like, they're going back and forth when they need to be worried about Tommy coming in, since they both got issues with Tommy. Like, they could have been teaming up, trying to do something, but nah. So they go back and forth, and then Tink has the nerve to say, like, oh, you better be ready for Tommy. Something like, either you fight Tommy when she come in, or you fight me. Like, girl, what? And who are you? Even if I don't fight Tommy, I'm supposed to, like, who the hell are you supposed to be? Like, girl, I'm not scared of you. So then Natalie uses this time to talk about her issues with Tommy, and she's just like, look, this Tommy and I thing is still really fresh. Like, it's still not even all the way, you know, settle. And then Rolly's just like, you know what, look, Natalie, you stay talking behind people's backs, but when it's time for you to come face to face, you don't really do nothing. Like, everybody's always fighting, doing their stuff, when you're doing the easy work, which is being hugged up behind people's backs. And Natalie is just kind of taken aback, and she's just like, we're all out of, she says in her confessional, like, we're all out of fire. Rolly's trying to check me, and it's just like, guys, like, aren't we supposed to be enjoying this? But it's like, girl, you was just like instigating like the Pretty P, Jazz, and all this stuff the whole time we were at the fire, and I ain't hear you say shit about it being at a fire. Like, now it's your turn to get burnt. So yeah, and no lie, I agree with Rolly. No lie. Every time that Tommy and Natalie had their little thing, they squared up, they fight or whatever, woo woo woo, and Natalie's just like, well, how many times do you want me to fight the girl? It's just like, I understand that, because it's like, we don't want to see y'all fight the same person 11 million times, but at the same time, Rolly does have a point. Natalie stayed talking behind A, B, C, D, E, F person back, but in front of their face, she's hugged up with them. But behind closed doors, she's having the same conversations about them with us, and we're fighting the girls that she's talking about. So yeah, like, and Natalie's getting all the satisfaction out of y'all fighting the girls that she has beef with. Because even before Tommy came in, I saw the smirk in her confessional. Like, who knew all these girls have beef with Tommy? Like, girl, you just want some of these girls to pop off with Tommy just so you won't have to. And honestly, Rolly did clock that tea, like, no lie. Scotty said something about not fighting over and over, and Rolly checked Scotty and was just like, girl, like, shut up, like, you don't even fight. So it's like, why are you even talking? And Scotty's just like, well, you know, I'm not a fighter, like, you know that. And honestly, even though Scotty's not a fighter, I really do feel like Scotty is someone that kind of fights when she feels like she has to. So Scotty's not a fighter, but at the same time, I really don't classify Scotty as scary. So yeah, but at the end of the day, Rolly did clock the tea on Natalie and Scotty, especially Natalie, because even though Natalie is EP, that really doesn't give her the excuse to be fake. Because it's like, if you gonna act like you part of the cast, then be part of the cast. If you want to be EP, then you need to get your ass in the back of the bus and not do anything, not say anything. We not see your face, so you won't be instigating, doing none of that. Because when you're on the cast as EP, that's what you do. You talk shit, you instigate, and then the people around us, which is us, we fight your battles for you. Cause shit, you still, like, you should have been the one taking the fade about the whole changing the rule, Big Lex Ivory thing, but that didn't happen. So that's just an example number one. Then nowhere, instead of checking Rolly for what Rolly said, Natalie tries to get up and twist her neck and tries to get on Biggie and tries to check Biggie for something about Tommy. And it's just like, this has nothing to do with Biggie. Like, if you're mad that you just got bitched by Rolly, then go take that out on Rolly. Why are you taking that out on Biggie? Because Biggie hasn't said a word throughout this whole scene. And the fact that she said something to Biggie and something that Biggie said 3 weeks ago, it's just like, oh, okay, girl, you just embarrassed that you got checked by Rolly. And Biggie clocked that in her confessional, saying, like, you wouldn't do any of this to Rolly, so you're putting this attention to me, because, you know, I'm not going to do anything. But, you know, if you gave it to Rolly, then Rolly would have tapped into that ass. So, and it's just like, yeah, Natalie, she's just weird. She just lame and fake and scary and weird. And it's just like, ugh, get her out of here. New EP. So Tommy comes in the midst of all this chaos and arguing. And as soon as Tommy comes in, everything just starts going down. It's like the night was already down, but Tommy took it to hell. Like, no lie. So as soon as Tommy comes in, she has gifts, she has, you know, stuff for them. Of course, she's happy to see Biggie and woo woo woo. But her and Akbar just get into it, and no lie, they were arguing for 40 days and 40 nights and 40 years and 40 centuries. Like, I was really confused on where their argument was going, because they were bringing up, I heard Atlanta, I heard Zeus, I heard you bought me to this network and this. It seemed like whatever they arguing about, it needs to be discussed behind closed doors. It don't got nothing to do with baddies. So it's just like, yeah. But the thing is, as they're arguing, you know, you hear Jayla and Natalie kikiing and giggling in the background and woo woo woo. But the whole time, Tommy has this little bunny bear that she said on the internet is for her emotional support. Oh, she's still hugging her little bunny bear. Akbar asks Tommy, is she gonna apologize? And Tommy's just like, say what? And Natalie and Jayla, they're just laughing. They think this whole thing with Aardvark and Tommy is hilarious. Tinkerbell ends up jumping into it. Rolly ends up jumping into the argument, and that's when things go left. Because Rolly, it was just a whole bunch of commotion. It was just Tommy versus Rolly, Aardvark, and Tinkerbell. So, Rolly says that Tommy will do anything for a check. Tommy says, oh, the same thing that you're doing. And Rolly says something about being in a fire pit and her roasting her, something about Tommy and a bunny. So, afterwards, y'all, this is not funny. I'm not laughing because I think this is funny. So, Tinkerbell is upset because Aardvark and Tommy are not fighting. Apparently, Tinkerbell wanted them to fight. And then on top of that, you know, she gave Aardvark that dilemma, like, before Tommy came, like, either you fight Tommy or you fight me. So, Akbar and Tommy, they seemed like they weren't going to fight. It seemed like they were just going to argue for 30 days and that was going to be it. They weren't really going to fight and woo woo woo. People wanted them to fight, but they weren't gonna fight. So, as Tinkerbell is going towards Tommy and Aardvark, asking them why they not fighting, Tommy reaches in her bunny rabbit, pulls out a BB, and just starts firing. And when she's firing, she's doing this with her mouth. Like, she meant those shots. For real. And this takes it to, everybody was sitting here talking about, the girls, they're like, oh, you bringing a BB to a fist fight and woo woo woo. But it's just like, yo, I remember at the last reunion, Tommy said something very important. She said, y'all are not ready to die about this stuff. She said, that's what real beef is to me. Y'all don't really want beef. Y'all don't really want smoke, because she's not going to keep doing all this going back and forth stuff. And I guess they took what she was saying as a jokey joke, and she meant it seriously. Like, is it funny that Tommy brought a BB to the fight? Honestly, no lie. 1 out of 10, did I chuckle? Like, yeah, no lie, I did. But at the same time, it's not funny in the aspect where it's just like, y'all really don't know how far these people go. Y'all want to be on these cameras just arguing, fighting, and woo 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 woo. When you got people like Tommy that will really take it there. So it's just like, yeah. Akbar takes the heck off. Rolly, I'm pretty sure Rolly's knees was running straight for a second, because Rolly ran out of there so fast. But apparently Rolly ended up getting hit in her chest. Tinkerbell talking about she got hit. Jayla and Natalie flipped over, and everybody else was just looking like, everybody was just gagged. And is what Tommy did, was it cool? No, because it is taking it too far. But at the same time, it's like, you have people that when you have beef with people, they literally take it that far. And yeah, like I said, does that necessarily make it right? No, but did I laugh at it? I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I ain't laugh at it. Like, yeah, y'all, no lie. I did kind of laugh at it, but you know, like Tommy, she warned them, and I'm yeah, I'm sorry, because I really don't think people get shot at or shot is funny. Like, I'm laughing at the fact, like, she really did just bring a gun on Zeus to Baddies. And not like she did it to prove a point or she did anything. Like, she literally did this because this is who she is. Like, I know it's other girls on the show. I know Pretty P said she been shot and she did all this before. And it's just like, y'all messing with some real life gangsters, some thugs, and y'all want to sit here and argue about some damn baddies when somebody they gonna end up pop about these baddies. And now everybody should realize that now the beef is not that deep and that y'all should stop beefing and get along because somebody will take it too far, right? Wrong. Tinkerbell sprints to try to get to Tommy and then y'all, I don't know why Anna and all them lied talking about some old Tink beat Tommy up. But no lie, Tommy, she didn't beat Tinkerbell up, but she handled the hell out of her. She had that bitch in a headlock. You ain't like that one, did you? And of course, Tink is being theatrical about it and doing everything. Rolly is sitting here trying to get to her because Rolly is pissed that she got hit. And honestly, if I would have got hit too, I would have been mad. But instead of being like Rolly and Tink, I would have been like Akbar and Dip. Tinkerbell talking about, I don't want to hear no gangster stuff from Akbar and whoop whoop whoop. Girl, I don't care how gangster you are. Who is about to sit here and willingly put themselves in front of a BB? Tinkerbell, you might be more than gangster or whatever. You just don't care about life because, yeah, I would have been dipped like Akbar too. We would have been in the same car, baby. Then after that, that's the end of the episode. It ends with Rolly trying to get to Tommy because of the whole BB thing. And y'all, no lie. Like I said, I don't think what Tommy did was right. But at the same time, I do see it in a way where Tommy did say that she interprets beef differently than other people, and I feel like that's just how it went down. Like, Tommy, yeah, you was doing too much because bringing the gun to the baddie's house is crazy, but at the same time, there's no lie, she did warn y'all about it. So yeah, y'all, next episode we gonna see Hawaii, and y'all, hopefully they bring Mel in. Hopefully we don't have to wait 3 episodes for this whole Mel thing, but I know they will, cause shoot, they even stretched out this whole night to 2 episodes, cause shoot, this was starting the night with Slim, and we saw that last episode, and I already know this is gonna drag on and drag on. But yeah, y'all let me know how y'all feel about Tommy bringing a BB. Was it ignorant? Was it justified? And y'all let me know, we can talk about it. So until then, I'll see y'all next week. So just make sure that y'all like, comment, subscribe, share, all that.